Hi everyone, let's talk about Meeple Land, which I just did a full playthrough for. If you haven't seen it yet and you'd like to see the game in action, it's linked in the description. This is just about what I think, if you're interested in that. So I think Meeple Land is a fantastic theme park building game, but kind of on the lighter side, but maybe a little bit heavier than Blue Orange do fantastic family weight games. And I'd say there's a bit more to think about in Meeple Land, but yeah, there's for a topic that I would really like to see a million board games about. There's only really, I'm sure there's some that I haven't played. Coney Island was a great light one. Steam Park was a great kind of, not so much real time, but where we have a real time dice rolling phase and stuff. Yeah, in terms of beautifully produced, beautiful, smooth, simple system that most of the actions you will take are just taking one of these tiles. And the kind of matching between wanting a load of different attraction types, sometimes needing services to be able to put more meeples in there, and the kind of weighing up being able to build up your revenue over the course of the game, but knowing that all of that money means absolutely nothing at the end of it. So if you've earned more than you had chance to spend and didn't have room to put all of your stuff in, or if you have just kind of built yourself into a corner, you have a couple of kind of recovery points. You're not completely stuck if you haven't laid things out properly. You've got the extra entrance you can put in because things need to line up with the paths, and you've also got the extension board that you can put on there as well and put a few more things on there, and you can mismatch some of the paths and lose points for it at the end of the game. So it's encouraging not just to have a load going into nowhere. You want to try and line these things up because you have to line at least something up, but also you want to match these services up. They're more expensive based on how many paths they've got coming out of them because they're going to link to more things. So if you get a load of rides that need a burger place and you can get one that's got a big 4 crossroads and link up to them all, you're going to be able to put a load more meeples down. But then there's this trade-off as well that you might be in a position where you're earning a load of money and you can put all of these things down and you're building up towards this particular bus full of meeples that's come out this round that's got your colours in it. Well, maybe by you building all of these things, you're going to be too late to get that. So there's an advantage to being able to pass first as well. It's as I said, a really simple system, but it works really, really well and has a surprising amount of thought behind it as well. I'll say that it's a little thing that's for 2 players, which is what I mostly play as. I would say that it would be a bit better with more players. Not that the 2-player experience is bad, it's just that there are a lot of tiles in the game. You saw everything that was in the playthrough, there's probably double that in the game. And because there are, and the same for the bus cards and everything, because there are all of these different combinations of meeples coming in from the buses and attractions that want specific colours of meeples. I think it's only the fountain that wants the grey, it could be any colour meeple, because they all want these specific things, and because there is also the set collection of the pads that you want as many different attraction types as possible, just in the way that these have been shuffled, because you only see maybe less than half of them in the 2-player game. You just might not see loads of these attractions or be kind of stuck for, I'm not seeing, we're getting all these meeples, I'm not seeing any attractions with those meeples. That is down to luck, isn't it, really? You might get a completely balanced game with that going. But yeah, it can be that just all of the attractions keep coming out. It's happened in a game that we played. All the attractions keep coming out. They need a gift shop to be next to. Not one gift shop came out for like the first 2 rounds, I think. And then when one did come out, all of these attractions that we'd had to build, because you've got to build something, just ended up the first player to get that. We all had attractions that needed the gift shop, so it was a big advantage to get the only one that came out for a while. And I'll say that I don't know that you can just simply fix that by taking some tiles out, because it would mess with the balance of the colours of meeples for the attractions that I assume is in there as well. I just think that's probably better with 4 players. Well, I say I really, really enjoyed it with 2 players. I love the theme anyway, but I think it's done very, very well here. And yeah, the playthrough is there to give you the best idea of what is going on in there. I'll say that the pads are a lovely touch in there, because in games where you have to build these sets or keep track of all these things that you're doing, often it's a constant kind of looking at your board to try and remember, have I done this thing? Okay, how many of them have I got now? Whereas having just a pad of attractions to check off means that it's all done there for you, and it's a nice little score pad as well. So another plus for the components in there. Meeple Land. Watch the playthrough and see what you think from that, though. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next game. Bye.